So the other night, I was listening to and watching this fire crackling background video that they have on YouTube. If you're familiar with it, you probably know what I'm talking about. But if you're not, it's essentially just like a bonfire video, like a video of a bonfire. But then they might add like crackling sounds or extra sounds to give it this ambiance of like sitting by a campfire, sitting by a bonfire. So I was watching that video and it just felt so peaceful, and it felt so reflective of how far I've come. Because I could have been watching that video and I could have been overthinking, stuck in my head, worried about this person, worried about that person, worried about why I'm not enough, I'm worried about why they did this, why they said that, who did that, when they did. But instead, I had such a feeling of peace that it brought me to tears, because I'm just like, whoa. The realization of difference in my own experience is being reflected in my reality, because I chose to make and am choosing to make the changes necessary to be at peace with myself and my life and my story and my testimony and everything that has led me up until this moment, until this point. When I was back in college, when I was in the college town, Tallahassee, like, I was really stuck in a lot of unhealthy relationships and in a healthy cycle with myself, even, that led to a lot of escapism through alcohol, through relationships, through partying, through going out, hanging out with people, giving all my energy away, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, having it stolen from me, even through manipulation, gaslighting, unhealthy people, unhealthy dynamics, including my own unhealthy aspects. And it was in that I realized I'm no longer there. Like, I'm free now. And I had this realization in the car earlier when I was driving, because I'm just like, thank you, God. Literally, by the grace of God, I'm able to be where I am right now and be who and how I am right now. Because back then, I was so in my head. And that's what these people, this person, this energy wanted for me. It wanted me in my head. It wanted me not believing in myself. It wanted me struggling. It wanted me chaotic. It wanted me negative. It wanted me stuck in despair, in escapism. But last night I had this realization that I'm not there anymore. Like, well, I don't know if it was last night. I think it was the night before that. But I had this realization that, like, I think it was actually not last night, but the night before, or the night before that. But it was just this realization, like, I've come so far, you know? When you really come to a point of silence and peace and quiet in your mind, and you can have that and you can hold that and you can be sitting alongside God and in your divinity and in the truth, at peace, at with understanding, no longer trying to figure out, why am I not enough? Why am I not enough? I'm not enough. I'm not enough. What did I do? What did I do? Why'd they leave me? Why'd they leave me? Why'd they do that? Why'd they say that? Da-da-da. Like, all those rushing thoughts that you have when you go through these harsh, unhealthy relationships and you're trying to heal from them. And you don't understand and you're confused and you're blaming yourself, but then you're blaming them and you're blaming yourself. It's like there was just this feeling of peace, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is a blessing. Because I remember when my days and my nights didn't feel like this, didn't look like this. I didn't know what this was. I didn't know how to get here. I didn't know. I didn't know. Lost I was. And I'm not saying I'm completely found, but I'm not there anymore. And there is so much gratitude to be had for where we are no longer and just how far we've come. And the moments of peace that are being offered in the present, it's important to pay attention to them. to look at them, to have gratitude for them. Because you weren't always here, I wasn't always here. And the process was very humbling. But nonetheless, for my good and God's glory, here I am, being reborn, being rebirthed. I was saying earlier, like, I look different and I feel different. Like, the glow is real. The glow up is real. This is real. Like, this is who I am now. But it's not who I always was.